gap. It's ball. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ball. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking hand.
Turning it on! Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
14, Utah, 0.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job.
Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Leaves it with the running back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown Gators.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Utes will hustle to the line. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp. He's got some space. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, on a 2nd and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this 3rd down.
It's caught. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and get some yards after the catch. Make a big play for this offense.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Utah!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with the touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Rush is on him. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Using his legs, it's ball. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's ball. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the air, it's Lagway. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the reasons reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for a deep man. He's got it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. The give. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown Gators! Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
35, Utah 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Dampier. Pulls it in, it's Davis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Catch in the middle, it's Bentley. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good...
Turning it on! Drills in with the stiff arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Good enough for first down.
Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Trying to barrel in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Now on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Dampier. Touchdown, Utah! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lobs one high down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utes!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Set to kick this one off.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Hit as he throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest first down at the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gators are on the move. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and get me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard to find that guy, give him the ball.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
28.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Florida! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Florida, 56. Utah, 28.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass is incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Got room on the return. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Power football with the run. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
You start with this kind of field position, if you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. 3rd down coming up. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. He wants to take the top off. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys.
Bringing it back. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Dampier. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Going downfield for the big play. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Man, how about this offense? They have been fun to watch so far, man. They've been aggressive, taking shots. They take another shot there, but, you know, obviously this one falls incomplete. But so far, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sturdivant. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fakes to grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Gators have this offense rolling.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Pushes for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The idea on that one was to pop a big play on third down, but they got a 0.
And you got to give credit to the defense. When the defense is able to play pass and think rush the passer, and react like that to the screen, because you don't play screen, you react to screen. Good reaction, great job getting to the running back, getting the tackle for a loss.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Utes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. He slings it deep to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll give it to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. That's caught. It's Brown. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Powers through. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business. The Utes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Utes in the hurry up. Trying to power it in. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Utah, 35.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Lofts one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Green. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He rifles one deep to the left, and that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Dampier. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. And thank goodness for those new age throwing techniques. It takes wear and tear off your arm because it ought to be tired by now, over 450.
This guy.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
35.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Lagway. Got his man quickly. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Coming out with it, it's Green. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the catch. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And the Gators are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Florida, 91. Utah, 35.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.